1994, Jose Eleazar Manco David, Sinal Triangle activist and Coca-Cola worker, was assassinated in Carepa.
Companies like Coca-Cola engage people on a regular basis to murder people.
9 people are killed in Colombia. Now they must have justice.
Of April 1995, Luis Enrique Gomez Granados, Sinal Triangle activist and Coca-Cola worker, was assassinated.
Coca-Cola is one of the largest multinationals in the world. Their records in regards to the treatment of the workers, especially in Colombia, is atrocious.
5 of December 1996, assassination of Isidro Segundo Gil, Secretary General of Sinal Triangle in Carepa.
Last year there was a total of 170 workers that were murdered.
So far 29 trade unionists have been killed this year in Colombia.
Going to work in the buses are pulled off and shot in the gutter in front of all the rest of the workforce to send a message to say, if you want to get unionised and organised, you'll be dead.
He was assassinated by paramilitaries inside the plant while negotiating the workers' collective agreement.
To have Coca-Cola run around and spend millions of dollars on these big flash ads and give some basketballer $1 million to do whatever he's got to do for 15 seconds on television, and then just crush the people that work for him.
My name is Vlaudin Vega. I'm a member of the Colombia Solidarity Committee. I'm also a member of the CFMU.
My name is Eli. I'm part of the Colombian Solidarity Committee.
Our committee has been working in solidarity with Colombia for the last 4 years.
People from South America mainly, from El Salvador, from Colombia, from Chile, and Argentina myself.
We try to inform other organizations like the trade unions, university students, and anybody that is prepared to listen about the conditions of the workers in Colombia.
One of the most important things is sort of showing that, that unions in Australia also support unions overseas, and there's that international solidarity.
We are supported also by other unions like the metal workers.
This is an issue that we're going to be taking up right across the building industry.
The CFMEU and the United Steelworkers of America, they're 2 of the unions that are leading support for Colombian trade unionists.
Sometimes we show films, sometimes we bring people from Colombia to tour Australia.
One of our objectives to mobilize people and get that international support. It's not only to know what's happening, but to do something with that. And the latest campaign was the Coca-Cola one, where we met at Circular Quay on the 22nd of July.
Every worker has the right to demand really good working conditions, and these rights are not existent in Colombia.
It's unacceptable what I've heard of the way that Coca-Cola is treating its workers.
If you're a trade union member, the most dangerous country in the world to live in is Colombia.
According to the International Confederation of Free Trade Unions, 184 of the worst 213 confirmed killings of trade unions in 2002 occurred in Colombia.
Any attempt by the workers to get organized, it gets brutally repressed by the paramilitary or the army directly.
Union offices have been bombed.
There have been a lot of evidence connecting Coca-Cola with paramilitary and government authorities.
9 of December 1996, paramilitaries enter Coca-Cola plant in Carepa, round up all the workers and force them at gunpoint to renounce their union membership.
Shame. Workers cannot be organised when they have to live in these type of conditions.
The politics of the ultra-right-wing government of Álvaro Uribe have a lot in common with that of the paramilitaries, which are little more than the food troops of Colombia elite, such as big businesses, large land owners and drug cartels.
Their profits increase when workers are paid a pittance, and workers are paid a pittance when trade unions find it hard or impossible to organise.
They've been demanding their rights, better working conditions, and it seems that this is not in accord with the multinationals and the corporations.
These people are working their guts out, struggling to put food on the table every day.
4th of June 2001. All workers at all bottling plants in Colombia are locked in their workplaces against their will and threaten to renounce their work contracts. Those that do not renounce are fired. The same had happened in February and October 2000. Coca-Cola sacked more than 1,000 workers. In addition to the intimidation from the company and paramilitaries, Sinatrinal has also been subjected to repression from the state, which is trying to drive through its neoliberal politics at any price.
Colombia has been at war for about 40 years, an internal war.
José Gabriel Castro, MD of Coca-Cola in Colombia, publicly accused the workers and Sinatrinal of being guerrilla agents.
A class war where the powerful try to exploit to an extreme the working class. Throughout Colombia, people are getting organized at all levels: students, secondary, university, workers, miners, peasants.
It is the International Day of Resistance against the criminal policies of the multinationals. This is today.
We call that an International Day against Coca-Cola.
Let us see whether we can really boycott Coca-Cola here in Sydney.
Now I'm not going to drink Coca-Cola because now I knew it's a bad product.
Instead of buying Coca-Cola or their products, let's see whether we can buy something else.
We call upon the Australian community to support this boycott.
And whatever little bit we can do means a lot to them.
Not many people know about it, and when they find out that this company is actually doing that, well, people have every right to get very angry.
It's important for Australians to realise what's going on in countries like Colombia, where workers are treated so badly.
We got the word out and it had a lot of interest with people walking by.
Coca-Cola, enough is enough.
Sostiene la alegría del canto del tomeguín, y si tú no lo sabías, es el padre del Bikini.